volume and surface area of a sphere. These formulas are given in the first page of your exam, so there's no need to memorize them. However, you may wish to go online and Google them or look on YouTube as to maybe how they came about. But for the sake of brevity, to not keep you here all day, all you need to do is be able to apply them. Don't need to learn them or know where they came from. So example 1 is to find the volume and surface area of the sphere. And here's the sphere. So for volume, we can write out the formula, which is 4/3 times pi times r cubed. In this case, the radius is 8, so that would be 8 cubed. And that's it. That gives 2144.7, and that would be meters cubed, and that is to 1 decimal place. For the surface area, there only is one surface in a sphere, and it's all curved, so we can write down that the area would be 4 pi r squared, 4 times pi times the radius squared, which would be 8 squared. And that's it. And that gives 804.2. That would be meters squared. Example 2. This is a compound shape. It's made up of two objects. We have to find the surface area of the shape. So hopefully you can see we've got on the top, looks like half a sphere. That's called a hemisphere. And on the bottom we've got a cylinder. How many surfaces will there be? There'll be the bottom circle, the curved surface area of the cylinder, the bit that wraps around, and the top half of the sphere. This bit, the circle here, would be inside the shape. It's not a surface, it's inside. So the top bit, the middle bit, and the bottom. Let's start with the bottom because it's the easiest. So the area of the circle. Pi r squared is the area of a circle, so it's pi times the radius squared. The radius in the question would be 2, because you can see the base, the diameter the whole way across is 4. So that would be pi times 2 squared, and you can get a decimal answer, but because I'm going to have to add lots of things together, the calculator gives me 4 pi for that, and I'm going to keep that as 4 pi, be easier to write down. Okay, for the cylinder, the curved surface area of the cylinder, just write it as area of the cylinder, that part. It's going to be, if you can remember, that curved area that wraps around, you can unwrap it and it becomes a rectangular shape. I've shrunk it down. The height of that is 20. And when you unwrap the cylinder, this bit here, the circumference of the circle, becomes the length of that rectangle. So the circumference of that circle, let's just write, that would be pi times the diameter. The diameter of the circle is 4. So basically it's 4 pi. So the area of the curved surface area will be 20 times 4 pi. Or 20 times 4 times pi, which should be 80 pi. And that leaves us with the top bit, area of the hemisphere, H for short. Now we don't have that memorized, so we're given that. You can see there it's 4 pi r squared is the surface area of a sphere. Because we're only wanting half of it, if you half the formula, half of 4 pi r squared would be 2 pi r squared. So we can write down that would be 2 pi times the radius squared, and remember the radius was 2. So 2 pi times 2 squared, and that gives you 8 pi. The total surface area then would be the 4 pi, the bottom, the curved surface area of the cylinder, 80 pi, and the hemisphere surface area, top bit, 8 pi. And that will give you 92 pi, and if you work that out, that is 289.0 centimeters squared to 1 decimal place. Example 3, A sphere has a volume of 100 centimeters cubed. Find its surface area. So the question tells us about the volume. So that's written in the formula for volume. It's 4/3 pi r cubed. Now we know the volume is 100. Why are we doing this? Well, we're trying to use the information in the question to work out something. And if we use the volume equation, that'll help us to work out the radius. Why is that useful? Well, because the question is asking about surface area. The surface area formula is 4 pi r squared. So we can't get any further with that until we know what the radius is. So that's why I'm going to the volume formula. So r cubed, when it's multiplied by 4/3 pi, you get 100. So if you divide both sides, it might look a bit funny, but if you divide both sides by 4/3 pi, that would be what r cubed is equal to. And then r is the cube root. So when you get your calculator, make sure there's a 3. You have to hit shift and the square root button to get the cube root button, and that's 100 over 4/3 pi. That gives 2.88. And that would be centimeters. Now, keep that accurate number in your calculator. 2.88 is a rounding to 2 decimal places. I can write it in here now for the radius to work out the surface area. The surface area is 4 times pi times that number. So that number that I've got in my calculator ready, I'm going to square it, and then I'm going to multiply that by 4, and then multiply it by pi. And that gives me the area is equal to 104.2 centimeters squared.